These spiders are menaces. I saw a really good TikTok the other day that was like J. Jonah Jameson, and he's like, "This menace Spider-Man," and they're like, "Yeah, and the mutants," and he's like, "Hey, how dare you? They can't help that. They're just doing their best. How dare you come in here and criticize them for having bodies which they cannot control?" But Spider-Man, I hate that guy. I was like, okay, yeah, he specifically hates Spider-Man. Which doesn't make any sense. Spider-Man's never done anything to him.
You're good to go, Amanda. It's recording.
Okay. Hello, friends and fiends. Welcome to Bugs Need Heroes, a podcast where an artist and entomologist team up to illustrate the inspiring abilities of insects by creating bug things superheroes. I'm Amanda.
I'm Kelly.
Producer Derek and Desdemona are also here. Before we get started creating this bug-inspired hero, what's bugging you, Kelly?
Oh, Amanda, the sensationalization of anything on the internet is driving me crazy.
I assume you were talking about, of course, the recent influx of Joro Spiders that are surely taking over our coastline.
Everyone is so upset about this little spider, and it is it's ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous.
So what I've seen over here on the wrong coast is that there are yellow-bodied spiders with long, splendidly black legs named the Joro spider, and that they are coming into your home of the
my home specifically.
Your home specifically. They're crawling up your apartment building as we speak, and they're coming into your homes. The one I saw this morning was like Joro Spiders, New York City? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
All caps.
So the Joro spider is a type of golden orb weaver, and we have golden orb weaver species here in the United States, in like the southern part of the country and the Gulf. And they, as an orb weaver, they make a nice, beautiful web. They catch some annoying buggies, and that's what they do. They're not. These headlines make it sound like they are crazy dangerous and they're going to ruin the ecosystems and all kinds of issues. I even got a text from our nephew with like a little clickbait headline, and he's like, "Yeah, Kelly, what are these? Is this like a problem, or is this clickbait?" And I said, "Oh, don't worry about it. You know, it's fine.
It's just another orb weaver. It'll be okay."
Yeah, they're native to Japan, and they came over here probably through just regular cargo, like cargo transports.
See, that's the part that I was confused by, because it feels like it's the wrong coast getting invaded by them if they're coming from Asian countries. Because I'm on the side that's closer to Asia. I feels like I should be the one being invaded by Joro spiders.
Well, we get imports over here too, similar to like spotted lanternfly started over here as well, and that came from, I think, around China.
I guess I'm assuming that the spiders are on boats, which is necessarily as if they're like little
boating over.
Yeah, they're boating over. You know, they're coming. They're like, "I'm going to America, and I'm gonna invade all their homes."
But it looks like the concentration of where they are was Georgia, and there's probably plenty of seaports down in Georgia. And then they've
Joros down in Georgia.
Yeah,
no,
Georgian Joros. It's like the rural juror from 30 Rock. It's very hard to say. You remember that excellent show? And they've spread to quite a few states now. They're in South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, a little in Oklahoma, which I thought was interesting because they're just a very tiny pocket, and then Florida, Alabama, and some in Maryland. But there's not like a clear trail.
I was gonna say, look, some of those places are hot and some of those places are colder. So
because they're from Japan, parts of Japan are fairly temperate. So these will be just fine moving up the Northeast, temperate climates, which is why people are New York is freaking out over this spider. But what's also kind of cool is when we had our wolf spider episode, we talked about ballooning, right?
Yes.
Now these babies also balloon.
The end of Charlotte's Web.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Be free. So these guys balloon, and you can travel pretty far on the wind that way as a tiny spider. So there's going to be a lot of major dispersals that way. But what I also thought was neat, so there are some researchers who have been studying them. I think they were in Georgia. And when one of I think it was an undergrad or a grad student, went home to another state, she brought one with her. accidentally. So it's very easy to move them on your
Mhm.
person because a tiny little spider attaches to you or your backpack or your luggage. You're
Right, and
never
it's
going to
just
see it.
weensy. Yeah.
Yeah. So same goes from folks coming from from Japan, maybe over to here. You could bring them in on your luggage, and you probably wouldn't really know. It just
Is
happens.
is there anything we could
It's called intercontinental transport,
I
baby.
mean, baby! I mean, like, short of, like, putting everyone through, like, a wind tunnel as before they enter the airplane, I don't know what you do about
That
it.
might feel nice after a long airline
Honestly, going
flight.
through a big fan to make sure you
Yeah,
don't have
just
anything on you.
ooh.
Like, get
Uh,
rid of all the pollen, all the spiders. You're not allowed on this airplane until you've gone through the tunnel.
well, you know what? They're already here, and much
They're
like
here.
the spotted lanternfly, they're not going anywhere. They're just going to continue to be here. That's just how it is.
How big are they? I feel like this is a big factor of the fear of spiders is the size. How big does Joro get?
I think so too. So females, their body length is about an inch. That's just the body, and then if you
Right.
extend it out to the leg length, about 4 inches. So
Okay,
maybe like
Kelly.
almost
Varying the
handish, almost hand size.
I suddenly I'm on the
Yeah.
side of the people
So
freaking
you
out
have
about the
an
Joro. I think
inch, and
they're
then
reasonable.
maybe yeah, the ladies. Males
Okay.
are a little smaller. Males are only like a 1/4 inch body length, and then 3/4 inch leg span, as is usually the case with spiders.
Right. I don't know. I'm back on board of freak out
Now
because
you're
like
freaking out.
that's a big one coming at me, living in the corner of my room.
But they're gonna be on a web, so they're not really coming at
Well,
you.
that's
They
true.
don't
Weavers,
balloon as adults.
yeah, they
People
stay pretty
seem
still.
to freak out thinking they're ballooning as like 4 inch long adults, and they are
They're
not.
they're parachuting into your home.
Into your hair, right into your hair.
Oh no! Don't like that.
So people are like upset, and they're not even what we would call a medically significant spider. So they're venomous, as most spiders are, and but their little fangs are not really made to go through human skin.
Hmm.
So they almost never bite us. And if they do, and people have been bitten before, they've compared it to a bee sting. So
Okay, so
why
not too bad.
panic? No,
I'm not like Black Widow levels of
no. It's
disturbed.
not brown recluse,
Not Brett.
you know,
I'm not gonna lose my hand to a
yeah,
Juro spider.
flesh necrosis. Nah, it's
Yeah.
fine. You can get an allergic reaction from them, but you can get an allergic reaction from any bug bite, especially
Infamously,
if it's envenomated.
butterflies. These people don't know that they're allergic to butterflies until one comes for them.
Poor little butterfly.
Oh no.
But yeah, there's been so much fear
Mm.
about this on the internet, and the problem sometimes with this news media is they stoke this fear that is completely unnecessary. They haven't been here for very long, so they've been here since about 2014,
Oh, so
and
they've been here 10 years already, and we're just hearing about it now?
ecologically, 10 years is a very short period of time.
Oh, I guess if you're going
So
by like world scale.
uh, we don't yet know if are really going to cause like a big ecological problem,
Mhm.
but so far nothing that we've noticed. What is kind of interesting, so you've seen the brown marmorated stink bug
Yes.
before. They are invasive. They're from parts of Asia. Most of our bugs and our spiders don't eat them because they're nasty. They're nasty to spiders, but the Joro spider eats them. And
Oh, so this might be the solution after all. Perhaps we have introduced the fly after the old lady after all.
so, sometimes it works out a little bit. I don't think we need to be afraid. Like I said, it's only been 10 years and we haven't really seen any ecological problems with them. They're eating an invasive bug that we definitely dislike. Brown marmorated stink bugs suck. They smell terrible if you pick them up, and they eat your garden vegetables and things. They're kind of a pain. So all this hype is, I guess, great for arachnologists who are getting to do a whole lot of news interviews.
They're going
I've
to the
seen
round.
I've seen
This
lots
is
of interviews.
kind of like when the I know you hate the name, the murder hornet was
Ugh,
flying around. Now it's what is it? The northern.
the northern I don't remember what we ended up
Oh, I
I
calling
think it
it.
was just the northern giant hornet.
Giant
Just
hornet.
northern
Yeah.
hornet. I don't remember either. It's been a
Yeah.
little bit. They fell out of the news cycle
Like
because they
Murder
don't do
Hornet made the
anything.
rounds.
Yeah,
Murder
'cause
Hornet was so much easier to remember and so much more catchy. But no, so the northern,
those actually are a bit of a danger, but
but
whatever. They
remember it
haven't
was
set up shop. Yeah.
making the rounds of like they're coming, they're here, they're gonna eat. Maybe I heard it more because they were in the Pacific Northwest, but like
Yeah.
they're going to destroy all our birds and they're going to wear crows as hats. You know, like it was just like they're gonna get us.
It
And then
was
there's like one
the
or two.
bees. They ate the bees.
They ate the
But
bees,
Yeah.
but
and we're all gonna
yeah,
die.
the Department of Agriculture did like a big media blitz and taught people how to set up traps for them and like made a big thing about destroying the nests and their like little space suits and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but spiders don't make nests the same way.
And you know, these aren't, like I said, these aren't really so far showing to be a problem.
Yeah.
What's kind of interesting is, so Jora in Japanese means woman, woman spider, and
Oh.
in the folklore, it is a spirit or a goblin is the wrong term, but I would something along those lines.
Yeah.
That can change from a spider into a beautiful woman who can control other spiders and breathe fire. So she's kind of what I want to be. She's goals. Goals for
Right.
me.
Yeah, the spider oni is definitely one of those ones that comes up a lot in like Inuyasha fans. Shout out for but like yeah, that's a common one of that spider. There's a whole spider suite of demons and demon slayer. So like yeah, they're really cool too. Spiders though is one of those ones that shows up in folklore a lot. I was thinking about this the other
Yeah,
day. We need to
very
do an
common in
episode
folklore.
that's just spiders in folklore, but we need to find a folklore friend first.
I would love. I actually started putting together an outline for a book about that. I'd love to write a book on spider
yes.
folklore
I was watching
and its connection to ecology because there's a lot going on there.
I just watched this kid show, Spirit Rangers, which kind of covers Native American different mythos. They kind of bounce around California as far as mythos, but they had the spider weaving the dream catcher and like that whole mythos. And I was like, this is cool. We need to do a whole episode about just spiders as folklore.
Yeah, we'll see if I can find an expert to invite on because that'll be cool.
We talked about it a little bit with Matthias in the
the Throw Dirt at Bees episode.
Yeah. Dirt at Bees episode. But he talked a little bit about like Loki the spider. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fly. Loki was a fly, but there's like a lot of interesting insect and arthropod mythos out there.
I think spiders just get it. They're so unique in comparison to us. Body shape, what they do, what they're up
The
to.
web weaving is fascinating.
So beautiful. It's so different from anything we do. That like and they're everywhere. Like everywhere, but where it's really really cold, you're gonna find spiders. So they show up in so many cool mythos. And I think the modern equivalent of that today is that they show up in our news feeds. They're coming for you.
And we're still fascinated by them.
And we still
thousands of years later, we as humans are still both fascinated and terrified in some instances, and I think that in itself kind of says a lot about these group of animals. But this very beautiful, I think, orb weaver. We have nothing to. Let's not panic, guys. Let's not panic, friends and folks. Let's
okay.
It's gonna be okay. I would love to see one in person. I'm not advocating for the spread of invasive species, but it happens. Things come over here all the time. They move through the country, whether we bring them or species spread on rafts occasionally. Just don't panic. It's fine.
One or two little guys. It will be all right.
It's gonna be okay.
Well, if you want to panic about the Joro spider and tell us about it, or take a picture of one and send it to us, you can find us at the Bugs Need Heroes Reddit, also on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all the...
Email us at bugsneedheroes@gmail.com.
If you want to talk about Joro spiders, we're around. All right. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Bugs Need Heroes was created by Derek Conrad and Kelly Zimmerman. Hosted by Amanda Allen Niday and Kelly Zimmerman. Bugs Need Heroes is produced and edited by Derek Conrad, with some assistance from Chelsea Bodden and a few cats. Character art is by Amanda Allen Nide. Our music is Ladybug Castle by Roll Music. Got a bug question? Email us at bugsneedheroes@gmail.com. Check us out at bugsneedheroes.com, and most of the socials are under Bugs Need Heroes. Thank you to the Entomological Society of America for the Chrysalis Fund grant. Bugs Need Heroes was created by Derek Conrad.